Hey, welcome back to another gardening video with Gardening with Big Ben. And here we have a project today. Well, you might see it right here alongside me. This is actually a brick path that I built over the course of the last 2 weeks. Now, I don't have a video for that just yet because I didn't record anything. My bad. But I plan to extend this eventually, and there's a little bit of short end that I will probably show you how I'm going to do that in the future video. Meanwhile, after having all those bricks down, there was actually 4 pallets left over, 2 of which are actually closely matched. And I decided to make a rose arbor out of recycled pallets from my pathway project. And by the way, in case you know, we named this the Dragon Trail because of the dragon over there. Now let's use the construction debris there. But we'll give you a little shot of that, what it looks like from that side. We're just going to walk down the Dragon Trail and show you our dragon made out of recycled pipes. And here, I'll just give her the microphone now so she can tell you about this as she's walking.
Well, I think I can pretty much talk loud enough. However, as you can see, he's created another whole garden area that in the future he's going to be planting. He's got some strawberries planted over there in that tub. This is a beautiful, I think it's a David Austin rose if I'm not mistaken. It's really pretty flowers with purple color. I don't remember the name. And here's some more strawberries. Over here we have a bluebird house, and we actually have a bluebird nesting in it at the moment. And as we come around the corner here, this is his grass garden that he's growing, and we'll be able to see the whole, you can see all the grasses here, and you're going to be able to see the whole dragon here for effect. Let's see if I can get it in there. So you can see they're made out of old tires. The head's made out of PVC and an old dishwasher pod detergent thing. And basically he's been doing a lot of planting along here, and he just, let me show you one more thing. He's back now, but he brought these beautiful begonias the other day. Pretty yellow color and red and a kind of apricot peach color. So since Ben's back over that way, we're going to walk over there. And you can see we have a lot of yard to plant. We've got a couple pecan trees. That's the small tree you see right there in front of you. There's also another one coming up on my right. So Ben's been doing a remarkable job around here. And that over there is our bird feeder.
And here, attach this to this. We're going to lay it on its side next after that. And then we're going to work on using the 2x6s here to build the legs of the arbor. Now the tools I'm using here, we'll start here. Here we have some heavy-duty line screws, a utility knife, some decking screws, some other additional screws, measuring tape, speed square, work gloves. We have drill bits as well as driver bits. We have a level, a reciprocating saw, reciprocating blades for both metal and wood, impact driver, hammer, circular saw, saw horses. We have a heavy-duty post hole digger, my wagon. Let's get started. Now, I'm at liberty here to mark where I'm putting this into. I'm going to take this 4x4 and put these screws directly into, and of course
It didn't go.
no, it worked out beautifully. It's just the fact that I went at the wrong angle. I had to just bat this here and go to a sharper angle in order to get into
There you go.
get into the wood. Right there, you see. And there. Do a couple more on this side.
One more, huh?
One more screw on this side, and then I have to do 2 in the middle. All right, like that. That's that one. Maybe a little too deep there, but.
Alright, so now we have the top of the arbor.
That's that. I'm going to stay outside. This is pretty complicated. What I'm going to try to do is do a little satori on the top here and make it a little beefier. Now, the point here, and what to do here is I can put a little small piece up here that would even the 2 pieces, and then I can put a piece across like that to be. This is our second piece, which will go right underneath it like that. All right. Here's all right, got that started. My handy dandy Hercules impact driver. So now I'm going to put this up like that. Now if I was smart and had a clamp, that might be working too now. See, one screw is already sticking up a little bit here, but we're going to back this. So we have that piece attached to this side. Now we're going to flip over and repeat on the other side. So it makes it a little bit more beefier. This part, make sure it's really smooth. The other side, this side, pretty much the same thing. See a little screw came in there a little bit crazy with the bat that one up. I think we can. It's like going through the wrong place. Little oopsies along the way here.
Well, you're not starting fresh. You're using existing wood.
Yes, done. Alright, backing that up for a second, and see, we're roughly the same. Alright, so here we have here we have this piece going. So now we have this ready to go in the area. You see how it's a lot beefier and stronger. We have braces here. We have this 4x4 on the top. So we're now ready to build the legs for this way first. One side, cut the nails. Now this should be easier on this side to cut through. Okay, now that's one side. Now when this thing sits this way, it's going to sit like that, it'll be pretty much right on top of that, like that. Now I do the same thing over here, though. Well, let's see how this goes. Now, now, the distance between these 2 boards here is 22 7/8. So that's the distance, the width that these boards have to be the vertical runners. We're going to subtract 3 inches, and this is going to be 19 7/8. So we're going to use our speed square here to mark the wood. And this is the piece that's going to go between those members on the ground. Now we just have to, as soon as we cut this one, we're going to cut another piece that's 19. We're going to do a total of 3 pieces with 3 joints. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this one. Let's see what this looks like as we put our 3 pieces together. I'd say it's pretty close there. Yeah. All right, so we're going to first put it one piece this way, and get our saw out of the way, and this is going to be the top of the piece. This is where the arbor is going to rest. So we're going to put this one here, hold it down like that, and then we're going to put this one on this side, and then we're going to put one in the middle and one on the end. We're going to make sure this is an even steven with this piece as possible. Start this piece here. So that's one. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Be very mindful of what's behind me. Okay, so there we have that piece. For the moment, anyway, I'm just going to dry fit this one. There's a little warpage in the wood, but the screws will help hold and pull it out together. And you want this last piece here, we want to measure approximately 24 inches from the end. So we want this last piece. So this is going to be pretty much seen at or above the ground. And mark 24 inches from this point, and that way this board will be relatively square. What I want to do now is I want to pre-drill. I want to prevent the wood from splitting here. And make it easier to get that piece in here. Okay, one little quick little drill, and just pass me one of those screws there. Okay. And we still have 2 bars of power on the driver here. Alright, now to do the same thing on this side. Alright, so that do the same thing on down the line until we get these all together. 69 inches. So
34 and a half. 34 and a half.
34 and a half, okay. Hey, welcome back to day 2 of this project, building an arbor by using recycled pallets here. Now you see right here we built the other leg. Basically put 1, 2, 3 pieces to brace it across each leg, and then I've screwed and attached on both sides and reinforced the peak here. There's a 4x4 that's screwed into place, and we just had to do one thing before we put it into place, and we're going to paint the top. There's like a red color here, like a barn red color.
Actually, it's going to be a seal, correct?
Huh?
You're going to seal it.
Well, it's a seal and color.
Okay.
And then we're going to seal the base here while we're at it too, with clear stain. Alright, so that's our plan is. And we just need to check. We had this stain for a while, and so I give it a quick stir here, and that's a nice color. It's like a deep red color. It's really pretty. And clear stain, so we're kind of blending stuff together around here. I'm going to start put this lid on here. Now the plan is, the lights are approximately 67 inches wide from the end to end. And that down here is 67. The middle of 67, of course, is 33 and a half. This is where one leg is going to be here, and then of course twice that for the 4 legs altogether. So that's the plan with that. This is approximately right here is where the arm is never going, right about here. I we should put a little marker here to
Right, but maybe do that another time. We're running out of daylight here.
down there just a piece of scrap board here to act as a marker. This is pretty much where I want this to be, but I don't want to forget where I'm going. So pretty much right about there is where we're going to probably be the middle of it, and then we're going to have it on both sides. Okay, we're almost ready to seal the bottom legs, but we completed putting in the windows in the side legs. They're, as I said before, 5/8 inch wooden dowels painted to look like copper. So it gives an inexpensive elegance to the structure. Now next we'll take a picture after we're all sealed up and then ready to go on the ground. Hey, we're back again now. Change the plans. We're not going to seal it first. We're actually going to put it in the ground. We've moved it here. If you see it right here, it's sitting straddling the sidewalk here. It's not exactly straight dead on, but we're going to at least approximate the holes. The holes themselves will have a little bit of play, but let's get on with digging the holes. Now we're going to get the holes close to, but not exactly where, because we have to stand this up. So, fortunately, these, we're going into pretty much straight sand here, so not a lot of, you'd be surprised how quickly this goes. We're down almost a foot already. And we throw down approximately 18 inches. So after a couple times, we're gonna take a measurement here. So here we have that little measurement, and we'll just check our work right now, how far down we are. We're pretty close to where we want to be, maybe put a little bit back in there. Well, 18, 19. So, yeah, okay, that's pretty close to where we want to be. There'll be some settling there. So now, these boards on center are approximately 21 and a half. So 21 and a half inches from the center of this hole is we want to put this hole. So we're going to mark it as close as I can. There. Now before I wreck my tape measure, I'm going to get it out of harm's way. Alright, so as you see, that last hole really didn't take that much to dig. Once it hit past that initial grass layer, let's see how we are right now. Oh, we're about 3 inches shy. We're going to measure over possibly 1 foot over from these holes here. Alright, so try to get it relatively centered. We're going to move some of this mulch out of the way. So that's the trick here, is trying to make sure that we get
What you thinking?
what I'm thinking is trying to measure the hole from the bottom, is trying to get a relative center. About 9.5 inches on center. Alright, so can you hold the tape measure? Well, you can't really do that, can you? Okay, never mind. What we're going to do is, come on, here we go. I'm going to lay this down. Try to, there we go. 9.5 inches. Okay, I think we're there as close as we're going to get. Now we got the delicate job, which I should be able to do myself, of standing these up. Should be able to stand them up with, hopefully, without getting in the hole.
That was going to go in, this one's not.
And you might want to.
Really should be a two-person job. I'm going to grab this while he's pushing. There we go. Sorry, you to be a camera work there for me, folks.
Well,
Right,
it's there, but it's not.
Stop for a minute, honey.
Okay, well, now that we've got it in the ground, now we got to level it, okay? And right now I'm going to get my gloves, and we're going to level the arbor here. So, quite exciting trying to put it in the ground, wasn't it, huh? Wasn't sure I had it in me. But let's see what we got here. I know, let's see how far. I think what we're probably going to do is, let's see, which way do we have to go here? This is going to go up. All right, so I'm going to lift this up slightly, put some dirt in here, allow us to lift it up and see if that helps anything. So, there we go. Oh, not bad. A little bit more. There's a little more dirt in there. Very close. And every time we lift it up, the dirt comes down. Now that's actually pretty good on that side. Not bad. Level on that side, but not so much on that side. All right, I'm gonna have to get my little tamper. Now it's interesting enough that that way we are, but look at this way. So we know that positionally we'd have to go this way, like that, and that's better, certainly. We still have to go that way, and push on this plate here. We're gonna get some more dirt in the hole here. It's so hard to see, I know, but try to see right here. We're going to here, we're going to push it this way and tamp it down. Like so. Now, we might attach it. Helps keep the level, right? All right, now this way, we're excellent this way, but now we're leveling this way. Now we probably do like that. I'm going to push some of that dirt in there. Let's adjust it again with a little weight. Oh, that's pretty close. Level now. This way we're not bad at all. In fact, we're pretty good. I like that actually. If I can push it down a little bit. Yeah, it's not exactly center, but it's pretty darn close. This just needs to go a little smidgen this way. There, okay. Oh, that's much better on that side. So this way, we're, now this one, like I said, we're difficult to gauge. So this side's showing level. And this board might be twisted. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Now we're going to remove the braces and then we're going to seal the legs. All right, so without stepping on any little baby plants here, we're going to have to work on getting that one out. Here. Okay. That's one small brace for man. All right, now we'll come over to this one here. And that one's actually coming out with a screw. Let's get that here. And voila. It's now free and clear. Now it's on to sealing. So, of course it would help if we brought the sealer out with us. So we're just going to seal these, including sealing the copper here. And we're going to seal all the exposed pressure treated wood. And even the little parts are here to keep it this lasting as long as possible. What I'm probably going to do in here is actually I'm going to fill this crack before we seal it with some sealant. So we don't have any problems with weather getting in there, as well as any other cracks that are here. All right, so on to that. Hey there. We forgot one little thing, and that's we forgot to show you how actually sealing the legs of this arbor. But we actually have in my hands the products that we use to finish this job. And this is both products from Arbor. And this is the one-coat exterior stain and sealer. It's a solid stain that we put on the upper part of this arbor. And this is a one-coat exterior sealer clear that we put over the pressure-treated wood here. We figured we'd wrap up and show you this. Now, we were so excited, we just had to get this done. But you can see here, I've already planted the roses here at the arbor. And here's one of them right here, now over here. This is called Stormy Weather. If you want to take a close-up of that flower. And this other side is Tangerine Sky. There's no flower there right now. But we have Colette Climber here. And we also have Quicksilver. You can see also here, I put in signs here. These are permanent signs with white heat marker. I put the links for them in the description below. And a reasonable price, but the paint there lasts a long time. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Leave a comment if you want any other projects like this in the yard. And thank you for growing with me here at Gardening with Big Ben. Have a great day.